Okay, we are live on the internet.
Absolutely. Right, cheers for that. Welcome, everybody. My name is Nate Wells, and I'm here tonight with my business partner, Rai, to show you exactly what we've been doing over the last couple of years, exactly how we have managed to make a massive impact in the world of online marketing. And we've literally been able to transform our lives from being normal but still cool guys, but to actually being able to travel around the world and to do some seriously amazing stuff from literally a laptop and a smartphone. So what you're all waiting for tonight, I mean, you're all probably asking questions. What exactly am I doing here? What am I going to learn? And I basically want to show you as much as possible about how you can literally transform your life, take yourself from wherever it is that you are now, and build a sustainable online business. Create yourself a residual income, an income from your online business that is going to literally replace your everyday 9-to-5 income and allow you to live a life of freedom, one that you can control. And this is what we've been striving to get for the last few years. We've achieved it. And what we want to do now is to show exactly what we're doing to as many people out there. So I'm going to jump into a screen share right now because we got some rules for tonight. I just want to show you how it's going to play out. Bear with me. Right, so you got my screen now. Let me just hide this. So first of all, we got an interactive Q&A chat down below. So if you scroll below the screen that you're watching us on right now, you can see a chat box. You can log in with your Facebook if you haven't done so already. And you can literally ask us questions or give us comments throughout tonight's presentation. This means that you can interact with us, and in turn, we are going to take time out periodically throughout the presentation and answer all of your questions, all of your concerns. Now, please, when you're using the chat, don't be putting questions that are not relevant to what we're actually talking about right now. Don't jump in and start asking random stuff, because we are literally going to be covering everything from A to Z. So the chances are we're going to be covering your question throughout the presentation. So please only post stuff, only put stuff in the chat that is relevant to what we're actually talking about at the time, please. Now, if you want to test this chat out, and we'd love you to do so, can you jump on there, log on, make sure you've logged on with your Facebook, and just tell us where you are watching us from. We can already see your names in the chat box, so just let us know who you are, where you're from, and we can then just make sure that this is all working and we can go ahead with the presentation. So secondly, are you watching us in HD? If the image that you're seeing right now is a little bit cloudy, if you're not hearing me crystal clear, yeah, it's probably because YouTube is directing you to a low bandwidth viewer. So simply click on the screen and you'll see a little gear symbol will pop up just around here. And if you click on that gear symbol, it will give you the option to watch us in HD. As long as your internet is good enough, yeah, please do that right now. So thirdly, take notes. Really essential. We are giving you some cool information tonight that is literally life-changing stuff. This is information that we're going to give you over the next hour that we've spent the last 2 years discovering, working on. So I would definitely recommend at this point that you take out a pen and a notepad and start taking notes, because by the end of this presentation, you will have probably forgotten what we've been talking about at the start, okay? Finally, focus. If there's anything that's going on in the room right now that is distracting you, if you've got your smartphone going off, people messaging you on Facebook, you got a dog that's barking, you got a kid that's running around, you've got a needy husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, who's craving for your attention right now, yeah, this is the chance. Take a couple of minutes out and silence them. Give them something to do. Give them something to play with. And you can come back and give us your undivided attention for the next hour or so. We're going to keep it short. We're not going to take too much of your time, but it's essential that you actually focus whilst you're with us, because otherwise you're really not going to be able to take in this information, okay? So very important here, when you stay until the end, we're going to be giving you 3 free bonuses, all right, for you to take home from tonight's masterclass. £500 in value, okay? And we are going to also give you 100% free exclusive inside look of our actual online sales system. This is the system that is actually creating the revenue, the income that we're getting, and a huge amount of revenue for our team right now. So we're going to be showing you all that later. Let me jump out of this screen share, and I am going to introduce you to my very good friend and business partner, Rai Roberts. Currently, I'm over in Southeast Asia. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Rai is over in Budapest in Hungary, and we're basically traveling around because we can. Simply, we can literally live anywhere in the world, and we're going to show you exactly how you can do that. And as long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection, a laptop, and a smartphone, you can do exactly what we're doing by following these simple steps that we're going to show you tonight. So, Rai, a couple of years ago when we first met, he was a teacher. He was living his life. He was living a good life. He was traveling around. He was doing things, but he didn't have the freedom that he wanted. He didn't have that magic X factor in his life that allowed him to live it as he wished. He was still controlled. And what we did is we put together this system, and we started working very hard. And Rai went from being a teacher, doing what he was doing back then, and he really put himself out. And what we've done together is we've built ourselves into quite a formidable team. Rai is now the leader of one of the largest marketing teams within the UK at the moment. And he has really claimed his spot as one of the top guys in this field in the UK right now. So what he has got to tell you tonight really needs to be listened to very carefully. And I want to bring him out. I know he's a little bit sick tonight, and he's come out, and he's really going to put on the best show that he possibly can. So please welcome everybody. Rai Roberts, over to you, mate. Take it away.
Thank you, Nate. Thanks for the amazing introduction. Yeah. Oh, can you mute yourself? Thanks. Yeah, we do pride ourselves here about going live each and every week, no matter what state we're in. It would have been easy for us to chuck up a replay today, right? But we actually get so much more out of ourselves when we can give as much value as possible to people. So we're going to provide as much value to you guys as possible tonight. Make sure you do log into the chat. Click the Facebook thing down below, the little icon. It won't post on your Facebook anywhere or anything like that, because this is for you guys. You showed an interest in starting an online business, and we're going to show you what an online business is, and then the tools you can use to start and implement immediately. Now then, if you're watching this right now, this is for you if you are determined and committed to starting an online business, and you want to make a change in your life, right? You actually want to start something, and you're not scared of hurdles or anything like that that'll get in the way. This isn't for you if you're the type of person who is deciding whether to put their last £10 in their moped or go and spend it on some lottery tickets, right? This is for serious people who want to start a serious business. That being said, guys, comment as much as you want in the chat this evening, and I'll jump straight into the presentation. Just finished up some final touches right now. There we go, share this screen. So you guys should be able to see this. Cool. So let's jump straight in. And what this is tonight, this is the ProjectQ1 Masterclass. Okay, the easiest and simplest solution to transition from an employee to an entrepreneur in 2017. Straight and simple. That's what we do. That's what we help every single person within our community to do. What you're going to learn tonight, okay? You're going to learn 3 skills. How to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. How to set up a simple websites, right, that pay from £1,000 to £5,000 per month, even if you're not tech savvy. Nate is going to introduce that to you in just a few moments, right? Show you how easy it actually is. And skill number 3, how to cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. That is our goal at Project Q1. And of course, there is a few bonuses at the end and an opportunity to lock arms with us and partner with six-figure marketers on proven, profitable campaigns. We do have an offer for you guys at the end. We're transparent about that. You can take it or leave it, but let's jump straight into the presentation. So skill number one, how to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. Wake up, guys. It's 2017, right? You've got online businesses versus offline businesses. And let's have a look at the differences and how big the market is for each one of these specifically. So you got an international audience online of 3.3 billion people with a B, right? All over the world. Whereas with an offline business, traditional brick and mortar business, you can reach locals only, right? I've never heard of the internet turning off. It's open 24 hours a day, whereas a shop usually is open between 8 and 10, maybe 12 hours, depending on the shop, right? You've got low startup costs and a very low risk when you start an online business compared to an offline business, right? You've got higher startup costs. You've got to rent your buildings that you're at, higher risk, stock the shop. So it's a lot higher risk when you're going offline. So you've got an approximate investment over here. The automated system, which is also known as a sales funnel, which you guys are going to learn about shortly, built is between 1 and 5 grand, okay? And you've got your product investment from 0 to £8,000, okay? And your marketing budget depends on how many people you want to show your product to. It can start with £50 and it can go all the way up to infinity. And let's compare this to an offline business. Right, you've got the building rent between £2,000 and £5,000 a month plus staff. Okay, pay every single one of those staff members, pay for their holidays as well, and their toilet breaks even. You got to stock your shop with physical supplies. You got the liabilities. You got to pay all of the bills, pay the insurance. And an example here is Subway. If you want to set up a Subway in the UK, yes, it's a reputable name. So is McDonald's, right? You're paying between £64,000 and £500,000 to start these up. And you can check out these references here. These are the sources I got that information from. So the 3 components of a profitable online business. Let's break this down. You need a high ticket product or service. And high ticket means you can make money on it, right? We're not talking about phone cases where you're going to be making £1 per case and you have to try and sell 5,000 of them in a month. That's a lot of work. And we believe in working smart, not so much working hard, right? So you need a high ticket product or service, a high converting sales system, a sales funnel. This is the magic part that Nate is going to show you shortly. And you also need high quality traffic to go into this high converting sales system, right? You're going to show this high quality traffic, your high ticket product or service, which is going to make you money at the bottom of the sales funnel. Hope that makes sense to you guys. Let me know in the chat if it does, or if it doesn't, I can come out and explain a little bit more in depth for you. So did you know 9 times out of 10, a purchase is made online, somebody gets paid a commission. Normally, this happens behind the scenes, behind those curtains, and as a customer, you don't even know this is happening. I never knew it was happening. Did you? Do you? But who are these somebodies making the money? Well, simply, they are called affiliates. Okay, these people are called affiliates. So what if you knew how to get the right offer in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, these, online ninjas, it was you. It was you. Yeah? So people are actually happy to pay you to sell their products. You got physical products, you got clothing brands, supplements, coffee machines, for example. And you might be thinking, how can you actually sell these things? Well, you've got Amazon Associates, eBay. These are 2 huge online corporations, right? And you've got even offline businesses jumping on board now, jumping on the bandwagon because they can see how much profit there is to be made by transitioning online. So you've got Best Buy affiliates and Target affiliates. And of course, Walmart, which are also sweeping the UK at the moment. But you may be thinking, okay, so I want to go out and sell these potentially. How can I do that? Well, if you go to amazon.co.uk and you scroll to the bottom, you can click become an affiliate. Okay, simply click that, and then you can choose what you want to sell. For example, you can earn up to 10% advertising fees with a trusted e-commerce leader. So you can go out and sell these watches or these games, these cameras, and you can earn a commission. Usually these companies, you can make between 4 and 10%. So here's target affiliates, you can make 8% with these. And Best Buy. Okay, so most people think, do I need to create my own product? I haven't thought of anything I can create and get it made in China and ship it over to the UK to then sell. I thought exactly the same thing. I was wrong. You don't need your own product or your own service to sell. But first, let's share some stories. Okay, then I'm going to show you something really cool, and Nate is going to pop out. So let me jump out of this screen share right here. Cool, so you can see me. And let's talk about an online business, what it would be traditionally. And Nate's going to go into a little bit more detail now. Back in 2008, when the whole global market crashed, right? Nate was working. He had an online business, right? But it was more offline. He was getting products from Southeast Asia and shipping them over to the UK. And he wasn't, he was, well, why don't you say, Nate, you were trading a lot of your time for your money instead of working smarter, right? And you had to kind of label everything before shipping it and deal with customers and stuff.
Yeah, man. Save your voice till later. I'll tell them the story, man. My eBay experience, let's say, was a good 10, 11 years ago when I first started. It's back in the infancy of online business, and I was literally buying and selling stuff on eBay, but I was actually going out to Asia. I was finding stuff in factories. I was sourcing the products myself, investing huge amounts of money in them, and then I would have to quality control every single product. So every product had to be checked, had to be repackaged, put in boxes, shipped off to Europe, and I would literally have containers worth of stock sailing over the seas, and I had invested this money into this stock, and I wasn't able to touch it, sell it, do anything with it until it landed in the UK. So a couple of months later, it landed in the UK. It had to be landed. It had to be taxed. It had to be stored again. And then only then could I start actually selling stuff on eBay. So the sales bit was online. It was cool. It was really nice. But 90% or 95% of the work that I was actually doing was physical, hard work. Every time somebody came in and wanted to buy one of my products, I would have to find that product, take it out of a box, put it in a shipping bag, whack a label on it, down to the post office, send it off. And that wasn't even it. Sometimes people would choose the wrong product, the wrong color, the wrong size, and then it would all come back to me, and I would have to deal with refunds, replacements, etc., etc. It was a headache, real big headache. There was a lot of work to be done in doing what I was doing. I had an online business, but was it really online? Actually, no, it wasn't. It was a lot of hard work. So, cut a long story short, what do I do now that is different? I have an online business now. I make sales online, absolutely, but I don't actually own any products. I don't physically go out and buy products. I don't ship products around the world. What I do is I find companies that already do that. Okay? So companies, big companies who already have created a product, they've already got their own shipping network. They've already got their own customs people. They've already got their own payment merchant. They've got their own website. They've got everything, in fact. So why does this company need me? They've got everything. It's all set up. Well, the fact is that who doesn't want to make more sales, right? So these companies, every company out there, it doesn't matter how big or fancy their website is, they want to make more sales. So what do? Is they will pay me or anybody like me who is willing to throw more sales their way. So I use the power of the internet to find customers. And these customers, people, they want a certain product, and I find companies who sell a certain product, and I bring them together. And these people right there are, why is Rai smiling? These people right there are, we match make. Let's put it this way. We are like Tinder. We are like any kind of app that brings people together. And we are able to literally matchmake a customer who wants a product with a company who has a product for sale. And afterwards, they do the deal between them. We don't do any more. We don't take the money. We don't take the product. We don't use any box tape. We don't package anything. We don't ship anything off. The company does all of that for us. And once that process has been done, the company then turns around and gives us a cut. Yeah, we deserve it, right? So how much does the company give us? Well, Rise just showed you some examples online that can give you up to 10% commission, which is really, really cool. However, we're a bit smarter than that, and we've looked a little bit further, and we have literally found products that we're able to get 20%, 30%, 40%, guess what? Even 50% and more commission paid back to us, the affiliate marketer. All right? Sounding interesting, yeah? Now, not only that, but we're not just selling little products that are worth, not a lot of money. We are able to find high ticket items. Now, what do I mean by high ticket? I mean items that cost thousands of dollars, literally. Okay? So thousands of dollars, if I'm making 50% of a product that costs $1,000, that's $500, right? You want that in pounds, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. What the point that I'm getting is that we can sell high ticket items and we can get paid huge amounts of commission on the items that we sell. So that is basically, in essence, what is affiliate marketing. What I'm going to do now, I'll tell you
Nate, you sound a little bit roboty.
Am I sounding robotic? Let me fix my sound.
Yeah.
Let me fix this. How about that?
Oh,
a bit better now. Much better. Okay. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into this screen share. Let me hit that. And so why is this good for you? Why is affiliate marketing good for you? It creates success faster because we don't have to do all of the market research. We don't have to develop products. We don't have to test. We don't have to deal with logistics, any of that. We don't have any customer support, okay? The deal is done by the company, remember, not by us. So we don't have any bookkeeping. We don't have any e-commerce related headaches. We don't have to deal with any of the hard work that I had to deal with before with my eBay business. At the same time, you no longer have a full-time job to do. You can maintain your present work or business, whatever it is that you're doing right now, and you can have your online income as a supplemental income. You're only going to be doing a few hours, right? So you can have this income on top of what you're already doing. And what happens to a lot of people is that you start to develop more income. Your income is actually greater after some time and effort than your existing job. And once you've got to that point, once you're bringing in more money from your online business than your existing job, guess what? Quit your job and focus 100% online. And that is when you can really start to make some serious money. Does that start to make sense? Yeah. So you can enjoy the luxury of being your own boss. You can work in your own time with a laptop and Wi-Fi, and you can literally work almost anywhere. I know you can't see that right now, but you can work anywhere in the world. And that means that you have freedom. Okay, and this is what online business is all about. It's not just about making money. It's about having the freedom to be able to control your life. This means that I can run my business from anywhere as long as I got a laptop and Wi-Fi, which means that I can literally jump on a plane anytime I want and say, I want to work in Thailand. I want to work in New Zealand. I want to work in France. And I can do that. Now, you maybe don't want to do that. Maybe you're happy where you are. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family, spend more time with your loved ones. Maybe you want to visit that cousin that you haven't seen in the last few years and be able to stay there for a few weeks and still work and still make money. Does that start to make sense? So this is all about freedom, yeah? So, okay, you've got a product, and how do you actually go about getting people to buy it? Now, this is what I'm going to cover now in skill number 2, okay? Skill number 2, I'm going to show you how to set up simple websites that will pay you $1,000 to $5,000 per month, or pounds, sorry, per month, even if you're not tech savvy, okay? So, most people think they need a fancy website to make money online. If you want a fancy website, you're going to have to call this guy. This guy is a web developer. You're going to get charged £1,000 to £20,000. He's not cheap. You're going to have to guess whether or not he's going to make money or not, because you don't know until you've put that website out there whether or not it's going to work. Yeah, the only way that you can know that is by putting it live and testing it. If you just spent 20 grand on something that you've got to test before you know whether it's going to work, that is a big gamble, okay? You're going to have to wait for weeks or sometimes months for this guy to do his job, and you will have no control over your site. So basically, having a fancy website to make money online is a myth. In fact, it's pretty dangerous, and that is what stops a lot of people. Not only that, but you know, most people nowadays, they don't know HTML, they don't know code. Some people do, but it's not actually necessary. Yeah. So if you come in and you've made this fancy website and you've just spent a ton of money, what happens if it doesn't work? You just wasted thousands of pounds and weeks of waiting. You're gonna have to start all over again, and guess what? At this point, most people simply give up. So what I'm trying to put into your heads right now is you don't need that slick, fancy website, okay? So tell me, which method do you prefer? Would you rather spend a ton of money and look super slick, or how about keeping things simple, make money, right, but spend a whole lot less? Now, which would you prefer? I would prefer every single time. I don't want to be spending money. I want to spend as little money as possible. I want to be making money, right? This is a website that you probably recognize, or at least you recognize this brand here in the corner. It's Starbucks, and check it out. There are loads of little drop downs, loads of menus here that you can click on. There's a search function. Yeah, you can come in, all of these different panes. You can click on those. You can click on the drinks. You can click on all the text here. There's so many things to do on this website. It's a sexy website. They've spent a lot of money and a lot of time investing in this website, okay? Now, instead of having a sexy website, how about having something like this? You might think this looks really boring, but in actual fact, it is simple, yes, but it is very, very effective, and I'm about to show you how. So, what we use is a template, and these templates are called $1 Million Website Templates. We call it such because there are literally thousands of companies all around the world who are making millions of dollars in sales on a daily basis using this exact template that I'm about to show you. So if you haven't already been taking notes, now is the time to do so. A $1 Million Website Template is exactly like this. So first thing is you have your call to action. You have an advertisement on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, whichever social media you want. You put your ad on the social media, and there is a link, and people want to click on that link because they like your ad, so they click on the link and they go to your website. Now here, the landing page is page number 1. Write that down, page 1, landing page. You make a big promise here. We don't sell stuff on a landing page. We give promises, and we keep those promises. We don't give any BS on this, on what we do. We tell people exactly what it is. So we give them something for free, something cool. What might it be? It might be a discount. It might be some free coupon for something or other. It might be a free video. It might be some free training. It might be a free piece of music, some free pictures, something cool that people actually want. We give them for free. Remember, they've just clicked on your ad, so they already want whatever it is that you're about. So here we give them something for cool, something that's cool, and we ask them in exchange for their name and email address, and people are happy to give us that. Once we've got their name and email address, we click on, or they click on this button here, and they get sent to the thank you page. Write this down, page number 2, thank you page. The thank you page, we actually give the headline, the offer. This is what we're actually trying to sell. So we're no longer giving stuff away for free. We're telling them what we're selling, and we give them a video so they can see exactly what it is. It's a video advert, just like you might see on TV. And at the bottom here, they have a buy button. And the buy button is linked straight to the company, and then they can purchase at the company, and the company knows that we're the guys that put them there, and we then get paid. But I'm sorry, it is not that simple, because most people don't simply click buy on something that they've just seen online. All right, I wish it was true, but it's not. So how do we make those sales? What we do, remember the name and email address that they put in here. When they clicked on this button, it gets sent to something called an autoresponder. An autoresponder will send out emails automatically to that person over a series of days or even weeks, and every single one of those emails will bring us closer to that customer. We'll explain in better detail what it is that we do. We'll provide more value to them, and we'll eventually put them in the position of confidence that they are happy to buy our product. Normally it takes between 5 and 12 emails before people actually want to jump in and buy what we're selling. So people click on the link in these emails, which sends them back to the thank you page. They click on the buy now button with confidence because they've already decided to click on it, right? And at this point, they get sent, well, they bought it, they get sent to the customer, and we get sent a ton of money. That's when we get paid. Does that start to make sense? If it makes sense, tell me. Thanks, Nate. You just made a lot of sense. If it doesn't make sense, tell me why, and we will try and answer your questions live, okay? So let us know in the comments, am I making sense so far? So who wants to see me build a website in under 5 minutes? I'm going to try my best to build a website, a fully functioning website in under 5 minutes that is capable of selling a whole load of product. All right? Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to give it away to you afterwards for free. Each and every one of you are going to get a free copy of my website, fully customizable. This means that you can adapt it and you can sell absolutely anything, any product you want, you can sell using my website, okay? So I'm going to give it to everyone for free afterwards. Let me jump out of this. And I am going to go into this app here, which is called ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is a really cool app. It basically allows me to build websites just like you would build a Lego model. I don't have to learn anything about code, anything about HTML. It does all of it for me. All I have to do is push elements of this website around, and I can literally create something really cool very, very quickly, as you're about to see. So I'm going to do this in 5 minutes. If anyone's got a stopwatch and wants to time me, please feel free, get your phone out and time what I'm about to do. As soon as I hit this green button, we are ready to go. So first, I'm going to tell you the backstory. I'm going to be selling some coffee machines. Now, in order to sell those coffee machines, I'm going to be giving away something for free. Remember the promise that we give people. And I'm going to give them 12 free cups of coffee. Now, how do I get that? Well, the manufacturers are often cool enough to give us some kind of incitement to help us shift their product, right? So they've given us, in this case, coupons that are worth 12 of those free, you know, those little plastic capsules that we put in our coffee machines with the coffee inside, the K-cups. So we get 12 of these K-cups for free, all right? And the manufacturer has given us a coupon that customers can redeem for those, all right? So that is how we are going to shift these coffee machines. I'm going to show you right now. So are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So I've just come into ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is creating the page, and I am going to go straight in and edit this page. Now, it takes a few seconds for it to load up. Don't worry. It's coming on here. And first thing I'm going to do is this logo. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find out a logo that I've already put in here. Now, we're going to use this coffee machine, right? This is the coffee machine that we put in up for sale, but we're not going to sell it straight away. Remember what I said before? We are going to give them something cool first. So get 12 cups of coffee free, all right? How do they get the 12 cups of coffee for free? They have to register, right? They have to sign up. So sign up for your free coupon now, all right? Easy, yeah? So what do? They put in their name, they put in their email address, and they click on this button here, which says send me my free coupon, except for it doesn't, it says report. So let's change that over. Okay, looking good already. This background, it is not good at all. It's not good for selling coffee. So let's go in here, and this cup of coffee will work just fine. Perfect. Save that. That is the first page done, my friends. We are going to get out of here, and I'm going to go straight in and do the thank you page. So ClickFunnels is building that. Now this time I'm not going to use a template as I did before. I'm going to use a blank template. So what is happening now? ClickFunnels is building that. Now remember, people have just put in their name, they're putting their email address, and guess what? They want their free stuff, right? So the first thing they're going to say is, where is my free stuff? So I'm going to tell them straight away, check your email for free coupon. Okay, what we're going to do next, we are not going to give them anything else for free. We are now going to be changing tack. We're going to be selling stuff now, right? So what do I want them to do? I want them to get a machine. So get your machine today. Okay, how do they know what the machine is? We are going to give them a video, right? So here's a video. I'm going to go onto YouTube. Here's a video that the manufacturer has provided for me. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back into ClickFunnels, click on this here, and the first thing I want is to tell them it's YouTube. I could put in the YouTube URL, that's fine. Autoplay on, and I want to also make this a bit smaller, 3/4 width, brilliant. How do they actually buy it? They've seen the video, they want to buy. We need a button that's going to connect them directly to the manufacturer. So what is this button going to say? This button is going to tell them to order yours right now, right? Done. So this button is good. Now I don't like the color of this button. Let's change that and let's make it a kind of coffee color, kind of like that. And let's sort out this background here. I really don't like this white, it's nasty. We need a proper picture, yeah? So just like on the first page, make the two match together. Here's that cool espresso, cappuccino, whatever. Let's get rid of this white pane here. Don't like that one bit. Background color white, let's turn that off. That's great. We do need some kind of background though, so I'm going to click on this one here. Background color white. Make it a little bit transparent. That's good. Let's change this size. That's much better. This writing here, don't like it. Let's change the font here. We can use any font that Google allows us to use, which is pretty much all of them you'll find. And I want this one. I want to make it bigger. I want to change the color. That's pretty cool, yeah? And now this button here, why have one when you can have two? Let's clone that. Let's move this up here. And boom, stop your stopwatches. I have just finished a website. I don't know how long it took me. I'm hoping somebody's going to tell me. And what is really cool about ClickFunnels, as I get out of that now, I think Ryan's holding up a personal record there. It is basically that ClickFunnels has already not only built that website, but it's also hosting it and it is live. So I'm going to do this button here, which is going to click out and you are going to see the website that I've just built. Here you go. So here is the first page. Yeah, we've got that coffee machine. Get your 12 cups of coffee for free. Put in my name, email address. I click on this button. Check out what happens. We go straight to the thank you page. My email has just been sent off to the autoresponder. And this video, let's unmute it. We got a cool ad for that coffee machine. Yeah, so that, guys, is what it takes. Yeah, that is a slick website that is able to make money for me, and I just made it in under 5 minutes, and I am gonna give it to you for free. Yeah, so every single person, remember, at the end of this masterclass is gonna get a copy of this website. It's fully customizable. You can change it around as much as you want. So You might be thinking right now, that is really cool, Nate, but I have no idea how to do all of that stuff. Now, I have been practicing, yeah? I have been spending a lot of time and effort over the last year learning how to use this app, learning how to build those websites super fast, like I just showed you. Now, we don't expect you to do that. You've just come onto this masterclass. You want to learn how to do it. We don't expect you to spend a year learning how to use all of these kind of products before you make any money, right? That would be ridiculous. We want you to make money straight away. So what we've done is we've devised for you a system, and our system is called ProjectQ1, and we will show you exactly how you can cut your learning curve by 90%, okay? We're gonna show you how you can jump in without any experience and get all set up, running, making money, and once you're already earning, then you're gonna start learning, okay? And then step by step, you can learn how to run this business. So I'm gonna jump out of that screen share right now. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hand over to Rye in Budapest. And he is gonna take you on from this point on, and he is gonna show you exactly what can we do for you, because we want you guys to be able to run with our system without spending years learning how to do all this. So Rye, I hope that was all right. What was the time? I forget the time.
It was 4 minutes 36.56.
Can you feel a sub 4 minute website coming on anytime soon?
I can personally. I can. You know, if you do some.
Only if I learn to type faster.
Yeah, type a bit faster.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. All right. So I'm going to hand back over to Rye. Rye's going to take it from here. And I'm going to leave you in his capable hands. So, Rye, over to you. Show them how it's done. People want to know exactly how they can get on board and get involved and get their businesses up and running. Okay?
Brilliant, mate. Yeah. So, guys, before we jump in, Nate's just shown you then, you know, in 4 minutes, 36 seconds, what does usually take someone at least a year of practicing to actually do, you know, how to find those offers, how to build the websites, how to drive traffic to it, you know. And if right now this is a little bit confusing to you, what we're going to show you is how to slash that learning curve by 90%. These are the kind of things we had to do, right? We had to kind of find these products and services and figure it out. And then once we got the perfect formula, right, this perfect sales funnel in place for this products and services we are working for, we were kind of like, okay, so now it's time to share it with other people. And now we've got this sleek system. It's time to share it. And what it's been responsible for is absolutely huge. Yeah, it's fine. Like myself and Nate and a few other guys on the panel below that are going to come out and share their stories, you know, their success stories. Some of the guys have only been with us for like 1 or 2 or 3 months, yeah, and they're already in a position where they either have quit or going to hand in their notices to their jobs because they are taking notes and following our training step by step. So without further ado, let's hop into skill number 3 and how to actually cut that learning curve by 90% and what I actually mean by cutting the learning curve. Right, so let me jump into a screen share again and hop on to skill numero 3. There we go, presenting. Yeah, and how you can actually earn the first, you know, first 4 figures, guys, in month number 1, because that's our goal at Project Q1. So you would usually need those apps and softwares, right, to run your business, and you've got ClickFunnels here. That's up to £2,600 a year. You need Facebook ads training. You need to know how to run your Facebook ads. Good luck finding a training out there that has any less than £750, right, or $1,000. You need Aweber, which costs up to $2 grand a year. Aweber sends emails to your leads, to your potential customers on your behalf, right? So the bigger your email list, the more money it costs you. They're clever as well. As you make more money, you need to spend more money. So that's what we're doing. You need Webinar Jam, and that's a very similar software to the one you're watching right now. Depending on how many people you have on, it can cost up to £520 per year to present the products and services you have to sell. And ClickMagick. What is ClickMagick? Good question. It puts together all these figures and make sure you are still making a profit on the product and service you are selling. Okay, so you got a total investment there. I'm not trying to scare you, yeah, but it's up to £6,700 a year, yeah, out the gate. And normally you would need to know all of this as well, right? Usually. How to find profitable offers, run a high converting sales funnel, create those capture pages that Nate just made there, generate a relationship with the people who want to buy your product, right? And that's called email marketing. It's not a simple text to your mate. Do you want to go down the pub on a Friday or Saturday night or maybe Thursday, whenever? Yeah, these are carefully structured emails sent out to entice the customer, because at the end of the day, you've got a great product or service to sell. And you need to know Facebook and Google Ads paid training. You normally need to film ad videos, become a presenter, split test and optimize your ads. If you don't know what those words mean, don't worry. I'm going to show you shortly everything we have in our training. You'll need to know social media marketing. You would have to become a presenter overnight and host live webinars similar to this one right now. And you'd have to usually do your consultative sales calls yourself. If anyone's working in sales right now, comment in the box below. You know, if you're a consultative salesperson, let us know. And you have to track all of this usually, every single one of these, to make sure you're actually making money. Yeah. And as you can see by this sad emoji, it's not the best thing starting out, right? Having to put all this stuff together and learning it as we did. But once you're up and running and you have an automated system working for you guys, trust me, it's seriously fun and rewarding. And at that point, which is the system we've created, you can really live the lifestyle you desire. So what if 90% of this process was automated for you? You were handed, just given a high converting offer, proven to get results. Your capture pages and thank you pages were built for you. Your autoresponder was done for you, those emails, yeah? And the relationship building was done on your behalf. Your sales presentations and webinars were done for you as well, right? Your high ticket sales calls were done for you, but obviously you make the commission, okay? So your sales are closed for you. And all you have to do is, the only thing you have to do is follow our over-the-shoulder, literally over-the-shoulder, click-by-click training on the remaining 10%, which is sending traffic. Yeah, and that's what we're going to jump into. And that is how the Project Q1 automated business works, right? We teach you how to run high-quality traffic through the high-converting sales system that's running on automation 24 hours a day. As we said, the internet never sleeps. To sell those high-ticket products or services, which have high commissions, you make passive residual income, and you leverage every single one of those sales. Yeah? And of course, you are the one getting paid. This money is 50 pound notes, right? If they accept them anywhere. The proof is in the pudding, guys. You are here on this masterclass. That's proof it works. That's proof this works. You saw an ad, you opted in, you give us your name and your email, and now you're learning about an online opportunity. Has the penny dropped yet? Now, the only question is, if we show you exactly how to do all of this, are you actually going to do it? Are you actually going to do it? Let us know, guys, because you are the only variable in this. And in a few moments, there's some guys down on the panel there. Some of them have been with us for a couple of months, a few more for a bit longer at Project Q1. And you're going to see their stories. And the main thing is they have a why. They have a purpose for starting their online business. Do you have that? You're going to have some time to think now. You know, have you got a purpose for wanting to start an online business? You're the only variable. Our system works. Once you plug in and follow our training, boom. And the work, okay, that 10%, what is it? Here's one of my business partners, right? Rob Broughtingham over in the US. And this is a little bit different to a usual Facebook page. like a profile that you guys have and I have. Yep. So it's called a fan page. And what you can do on a fan page is actually advertise, okay? So we teach you how to do all of this. It's fairly simple. And depending on the offer Rob has on at the time, so teaching people how to start an online business, you know, he's going to show people a webinar. If they want to, if they take interest, then they're going to, you know, go through and learn about these high ticket product and services. And that's it. Those are the steps. You create a fan page. You have the capture pages and thank you pages built on your behalf, and the videos and presentations are all done on your behalf as well. Yeah, to sell those high ticket products and services that you guys will be promoting. Does this make sense? Comment in the chat if it does, or if it doesn't, let us know and we can address any question you guys have. So yeah, let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying the masterclass so far, guys? Let me jump out and see if we have any comments in here. Currently in consultative sales, Matthew Booth. Let us know, Matthew, like what kind of, are you enjoying it? What kind of commissions are you currently earning? Do you aspire to take it one step further? Do you want to take it online where you can automate those consultative sales? You let us know, Matthew. We'll jump straight back into the screen share. Do apologize. So by now you're probably wondering, how do I make money with Project Q1, Ryan? How is it done? And you are just minutes away as well from our exclusive 100% free inside look of our online sales system, our training. Yeah, that over 550 people are utilizing day in, day out at this moment. So we're going to give you a sneak peek in just a bit. For you guys that are serious, I'm going to stay till the end, okay? And you've already had one of your free gifts. That is the fully customizable website, which Nate whizzed through in 4.5 minutes. And there's also 2 more still to come. So building an income with Project Q1 and promoting best-selling high-ticket products, okay, that can net you anything between 300 and 4,000 pound commission per sale. The companies we work with, yeah, are over 40 years old. They're established. They're global companies. These aren't fly-by-night companies. We make sure we work with the best of the best. Products that people actually want and need in their lives. Otherwise, it's useless, right? And the companies we work with have a very lucrative and patented compensation plans, which will replace your 9-to-5 income with 1 to 3 sales per month. Yeah, so as Nate was saying before, you start off, you're still working your current job if you are working, and as a few months go by, you know, maybe your first month you make 1 sale, and then the next month you make a couple more, and then you're in a position to replace your full 9-to-5 income and transition to being a full online business owner, right? And you have potential to earn lifetime residual income. There's no sign-up fees. There's no monthly qualification or renewal fees to work with the companies we work with. We don't stock or ship anything at all. As Nate said, we don't duct tape anything up. We never touch the products. We just get them sent away. And there's many ways to earn an income, and the companies pay daily. Now, imagine, yeah, all of these were covered for you. All these softwares were put together, and the automated system was working on your behalf. So Project Q1 automated system, yeah, our highly profitable sales funnel. And the remaining 10% is our training, our back office, which we're going to show you in just a few moments. That's a Project Q1 training academy where we educate you, mentor you, and give you every single training you need to run through the sales system and ultimately make money, right? Ta-da, that's us, the Project Q1 Training Academy and Automated System. But by now, you're probably wondering how much, what you are gonna get, okay? What you're gonna get for all this, you're gonna get the Project Q1 Training Academy. The value of that is almost £2,500, okay? The Project Q1 Automated System that's running 24 hours a day for you on your behalf. Yeah, that's worth £5,000. You'll have access and be welcomed into our Facebook group, which is just shy of £1,000 value. And if you're wondering where we get these figures from, these are figures we've asked our business owners, the members of Project Q1, the value they get, what they believe it's worth. And these are the figures we get back. On average, you will be having our weekly team mastermind calls. This time next week, you will be on mastermind calls with us, you know, 6-figure earners, worth over £500 per week. You can ask us any kind of questions regarding your business. You'll be, you know, chatting back and forth with people that are running businesses. So you got the total value there of just shy of £9,000. But we do have some bonuses as well. So we have bonus number 1, recordings of all the past mastermind calls. Now, you might be wondering, what is a mastermind? A mastermind is a collective of people that come together to solve and find an outcome. Yeah, and that's what we do. Us as leaders at Project Q1, we address any kind of questions people have within the community on a weekly basis. We have every single one of these recorded. So if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, oh, but what if I got a question that was answered a while ago? Well, we're going to give that to you in the bonuses, right? When you register and sign up, you're going to get every single recording. And we've got now over 100 hours of pre-recorded content for you guys. But this bonus is for the first 20 people only to sign up this evening. And bear in mind, guys, you can see this right now. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and on our website as well. Bonus number 2, the latest tips and tricks from the pros, including all new course modules, lessons, mentorship, tools, and training to ensure your online business is a success. That's valued just shy of £1,000. And this bonus is for the first 10 action takers only this evening. Yeah, as we update absolutely everything, you guys are the first to know and first people to implement what we will be teaching you. So let's add all this up again. The Project Q1 Training Academy, the Project Q1 Automated System, the global Facebook community. Look at that, guys, 2,500, 5,000, and £1,000 weekly team mastermind calls. You will be joining us next week. Once you set up your business, yeah, you're going to be with us next week within our community on a mastermind call. Sounds good, right? Bonus number 1, the mastermind recordings. Bonus number 2, the latest tips and tricks from the pros, which is the total value there, just shy of £12,000. We do have another bonus a little bit later on, guys, and that's going to be something along the lines of, you know, connecting with us on a personal level, on a call. And we're going to tell you how you can qualify for that when you stick around a little bit longer. So let's work this out. What is one high ticket sale worth to you? One sale, just one sale. Okay, what would just one high ticket sale be for you if it was £1,000? And these are the companies that we work with, okay? These are some of the basic commissions that you can generate. How about £1,000 per month? How about you've been running for a few months and you are able to make these sales per week? And then some time goes by and you're in a position where you're making these kind of sales on a daily basis. Yeah, how would that change? What would you be able to do with your life? Yeah, remember we showed you before there's 3.3 billion people online which are constantly looking for products and services to buy. Yeah, why not be the person taking that commission? And how about £3,000? Yeah, so imagine what that would do for you in a month. I'm sure that would replace 95% of the people that will come through and watch this, and in general public, it would replace their 9-to-5 income per month with just one sale. And then you've been going for a couple of months, right? And you can generate that kind of income on a weekly basis. And then once you're up and running, you've been following a training and showing up, and you've been around, you know, for a year and a half, and you can make those commissions on a daily basis. So if you earn, that should be 3, my apologies. If you earn £3,000 from just one high ticket product or sale, right? Pretend that says 3. Would it make sense to pay me £3,000 one time to set this system up with you? Would it make sense to pay me that? Yeah. We sit down at a desk and I say, right, it's going to cost you £3,000 And after the first sale you make, it's just pure profit after that. Would that make sense, guys? So you can see why it's a good deal at £3,000, right? And for the general public right now, when you go to ProjectQ1.com, you can see it's at £797 to join with us and become the newest member of our community and start your online business. But because you guys are here with us this evening and you're watching live, right? You've come through a specific process. You're taking the time out of your Sunday evening, if you're in the UK, and you are wanting to learn about an online business, and you've learned the basics. We've shown you so much, yeah, over the past hour. You've learned so much. So because you're watching live, we have a one-time limited offer of £79. This isn't like a monthly subscription. This is a one-time offer. Okay, one time. So let us know in the chat box what you think of that. So for that £79, you're going to get the automated system, the training academy, the Facebook group, the weekly mastermind calls, bonus number 1, all those mastermind replays, bonus number 2, lifetime access and the tips from the pros, much, much more. As I said, we've got one more bonus to throw in for you guys when you just stick around a few more minutes. And all you have to do to get started right now is click that orange button below that says join the success team right now. Join Project Q1 right now. Yeah. All you have to do is click the orange button below right away and you will be locking arms with us. And here's a fact. People in our community are earning money online either with our system or identical systems to the one we are using and created. Okay? So here you got Rich. Right, Richard down on the panel, he's going to tell you a story in just a few moments. He was an electrician working 60 hours plus a week. He had a successful business, but he was trading his time for money. And, in the last month, Rich was able to generate over £20,000 through his online business. Yes, Rich has been with us for around 10 or 11 months now, but those are the sort of figures you were able to generate. And here we're a global community. We work with guys in the US as well. Here's Bobby. He was doing landscaping and construction, and he was working for himself as a freelance, but he was still trading his time for money. And last month, he earned over $10,000 in commissions, right? And my business partner, Rob, this is his sister. She was a college dropout working on minimum wage. He helped her get up and running with an identical system to the one we have, right? Now she lives on South Beach in Hawaii. Last month, she earned $23,000 with an identical system to ours. And down on the left here, we've got Lily Beth. She was working in jewelry sales. She actually quit, I think, where she told us on the mastermind before, on the 26th of August, if I'm right. Yeah, and in her first 3 weeks with us at Project Q1, she generated over £2,000. Yeah, how would that change your lifestyle? Would that be enough to quit your job? And this is the first 3 weeks, and she's going to explain how she got it done and her thoughts on Project Q1 and the system we're running in just a few moments. And here we've got Brian Hodgson in the orange shorts. What a tongue twister. He was an oil patch worker, working long shifts. And as the oil was drying up in Canada, he decided to put his back to the wall, go all in with an online business. Yeah, he's been working for a couple of years now in the industry, and last month he was able to generate 65,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, $65,000 in a single month. When I first heard of any of these figures, yeah, I'd tell someone, I'd probably swear at them, because in my mind, I was at the time used to trading my time for money, right? I would trade 1 hour of my life for 12 or 13 pounds an hour as a teacher. So before I entered the online business world, I had no idea this was even possible. Probably similar to some of you guys watching this right now. And here we got Julian. Julian is using an identical system to us. He's been working online now for just shy of 4 years. And we were saying before what you can make from a single sale. Julian makes roughly around $4,000 commission per sale, and he's making one of those per day. Okay, he was working as a personal trainer, making $10, $15 an hour over in the US. And last month, He earned $120,000, guys, $120,000. I can understand if your mind's a little bit blown with that, but once you actually look into the industry, one of the biggest industries, fastest growing industries on planet Earth that we're working with, it kind of starts to make sense. So we do have one more bonus. Okay, bonus number 3, a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. So what is that? Well, first of all, it's valued at just shy of £300. You're going to have a coach's time. Okay, one of the Project Q1 leaders is time. And this bonus is for the first 10 action takers only that join with us this evening. First 10 people, because we know you are the action takers, the kind of people that we want to be working with, and we want you within our community. Okay, and you're going to see the guys down on the panel right now, each and every one of them, their success started from jumping on a coaching call before starting their business, where we map out an individual plan for each and every person, because everyone's got different circumstances, right? There's a ton of people watching this right now, and you're not all in the same place in life. So how can we expect you to start a business from the same page? Yeah, but we work with you on an individual basis to get your business up and running, private mentorship. And that is where the true value is. And that is why you guys are watching right now, because we know you're the serious kind of people who we want to be working with. Here's just an example of some of the leaders that you will be hopping on a call with, and some down on the panel as well. So let's add it up one more time, guys. What are you actually going to get? Yeah, you got the Project Q1 Training Academy, the Project Q1 automated system valued at just under £5,000, the Facebook community, the global community where you can ask any question at any time of day and it's going to be answered. That's valued at £1,000. The weekly team mastermind calls that you are going to be joining on with us next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. We just jumped off 2 great calls this evening where we provided so much value for our teams to implement over the next week to grow and scale their businesses. Bonus number 1, the mastermind recordings from the start of Project Q1. We have over 100 hours of pure content, the latest tips and tricks from the pros. And that bonus number 3, the most important and vital part of starting your online business, that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with your coach. I cannot stress the importance of the coaching call. When I first got started online, I hopped on a call, and it was the defining moment that made me realize how real it actually is. When you hop on a call with a coach, yeah, someone that's been through what you've been through, it's empowering and powerful, guys. So you can see the total value there is £12,282. And today, as a one-time offer, it's going to be given to you for £79. All you have to do, guys, is click that orange button below or above this video. It's as simple as that. Yep, but now how about a sneak peek? Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. So when you do click that orange button, let's have a look. Webinar page. Here's my webinar page. You click join now. Yeah, you come in over here and you're going to see a order form similar to this one. And you put in your details. My name is Ryan. Right, here's a fake email, ray@ray.com. Go to step 2. You have your lifetime membership here. All the value you're going to be getting is stuck up on the side right here. And you pop in your card details, your CVC, your expiry month and date. We use a payment provider called Stripe, very similar to PayPal. And we accept all international cards wherever you are on planet Earth this evening. And then what you're going to do, you're going to come through and create an account. So log in, create an account, and now here is your members area. Here's where the ninjas online hang out to grow their businesses. So to start with, you'll go through module number 1. Yeah, there's some videos of me and a couple of the other leaders. Our mission statement here, what we actually are at Project Q1, and there's a bunch of lessons you run through. And then you fill in your coaching questionnaire. Okay, these are questions that you answer in detail before hopping on a coaching call. Yeah, so you schedule an appointment. Some of our clients pay us these fees here, but obviously after paying the £79 one-off fee with Project Q1, you click this one, you pick a time and date it's available for you, keep going through, and then we'll email you before your call to make sure you're around. And yeah, that's how that works. And if you're watching the replay of this, by the way, guys, and you're concerned that you won't be able to get on a call because you're not within the first 10 people to take action, once you come through, see up here, your coach, click on your coach. Yeah, and it'll go through to Facebook, and you can add your coach personally and just say you watched the webinar replay, and the coach will be able to schedule some time, free up some of his time so you can get on a coaching call. Because even if you're watching the replay, you're still the kind of people we want to be working with, right? So then you go through, you got some coaching material and the business overview of what we do. You got your Facebook ads training, click by click, step by step, right? How to market online and grow your business. So we have some advanced training for people who maybe have been around for a couple more months. It doesn't just end once you know what you're doing. We want growth from every single person that joins the community. We've got some mindset resources here. Your daily method of operation, what you do on a day-to-day basis to help you scale your business, setting up your 90-day goal, Rise of the Entrepreneur, some quality videos here, and some 3 free books, The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, The Magic, and A Happy Pocket Full of Money. Yeah, we've got a bunch more down here, some more trainings you guys will be running through. So that's a sneak peek, and here you can see let's get rid of these. Here you can see our Facebook community. Here we are, Project Q1, with 58, I can't read, members, right? And here is one of our masterminds today. We were live. Here's Rob, one of our leaders, discussing advertising, right? And any kind of questions people had, he addressed every single one. Here's myself and a bunch of our leaders here providing pure value to the newest members jumping on board this evening. You can see we get a bunch of people coming out and watching us live. Massive thank you to everyone who shared their stories. It was great mastermind, great to see so many inspiring stories. Love learning from everyone. This might surprise you, but it's an only positive community, right? Here's some new members joining up with us on a daily basis now. We've got our members hitting crazy ranks with the company we're affiliated with, these companies, right? So that being said, let me jump out of a screen share, and I want to stop speaking for a little while. And guys, hopefully you can see me right now. There is a bunch of people still watching right now, but it's fine me saying all this. Yeah, I've got my story. I was a teacher. If there's some time at the end, I'll jump into my story, but I want some of our new members coming out at the bottom. Okay, some of the new members on the panel. So Sam, can you unmute yourself and turn your video on? Sam has been with us now, guys, he's had his business up and running for around 5 or 6 months, I believe. And Sam jumped on board. As with any business, he had his ups and downs, but he stayed persistent. He followed our training click by click, step by step. And now Sam was in the position, I believe you quit your job at some point, Sam. So kind of tell us your experience with Project Q1 and how you've been able to actually, quit your job and your vision for the future. What you got going on, mate?
Yeah, so hi guys. Basically, last Christmas, I was working a 12-hour night shift. My girlfriend was working day shift, so it was very difficult for us to sustain a good relationship. It was difficult for me. I was working long hours, earning good money, but it wasn't just the money side of it, it was the time. It was very difficult for me, and I was searching online for something new. And when I came across Richard Barker's advert, I pretty much jumped on board in April. And within 4 months of joining, I managed to quit my job. And yeah, it's been a massive game changer for me.
Like, Sam, did you say like the coaching call was one of the defining moments for you? Because obviously you guaranteed that coaching call support. You hopped on a call, and like, what was your experience from that to, you were able to quit your job, right? When did you quit your job?
Well, I jumped in August. I jumped on in April, and I quit. I quit my job in August. So yeah, it was in what, 4 or 5 months I managed to quit my job, and yeah, it's just been a massive game changer for me. It's been great.
And what tops it off? If you can mute yourself, Sam, so there's no feedback.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, if you want to, we can't both go back and forth at the same time. There's some feedback. So if you want to just mute yourself, I can do it. There we go. So yeah, you know, Sam's a classic example there, sitting in the dark, of what an internet ninja actually looks like, right? He jumped on board. He had a reason for starting. He was working those 12-hour shifts, and he saw an opportunity similar to the one you guys are seeing right now. Yeah, and within 4 or 5 months, call it 5 months for argument's sake, he was able to quit his job. He was able to quit his job, guys. You know, and he was working those night shifts. And can you imagine, like, Sam, I know you've put in the effort, you followed the step-by-step training that we've got at Project Q1, but like, you owe it to yourself as well. You know, you've done the graft, and you deserve it. So congratulations to you, mate. And Sam is just an example of one of our successful students at Project Q1. And next up, let's bring out Lily. So Lily joined with us. She'll let you know. And she came in. She had the traveling mindset similar to myself. We jumped on a coaching call, and we had a great call, and she could see the pure benefit of what we have to offer at Project Q1. Jumped on board straight away. Within like her first 3 weeks, she made over £2,000. Like, it's crazy, right? And that's what happens when you put your back to the wall and go for something. And she'll tell you what she's been over the past few months. She's been traveling here, there, and everywhere. And yeah, the floor is yours, Lily.
Hi guys. So yeah, I know Ryan's kind of touched upon my story slightly, but yeah, I got involved kind of the middle of April this year, and by August I was able to quit my job and kind of go online full time. Sorry, Ryan, I didn't think you could hear me then. Yeah, so last year I went traveling, and after I came home and I went back to my usual day job, in the same kind of hometown, surrounded by the same people, I realised that kind of my mind had expanded so much, and I'd gained so much experience and knowledge through travelling, that I wasn't cut out for a 9 to 5 anymore. I wasn't ready to kind of be in a position where I was in a job until retirement, and that was it. I wanted to see more of the world, and I wanted an opportunity that would allow me to do that. So I started kind of just looking around on Facebook. I watched a few kind of webinars on blogging and things like that. And I just thought, this still takes up quite a lot of my time. I want something that allows me the freedom to travel and experience the world. And that's when I kind of come across Project Q1's ad. And since then, I've kind of hit the floor running. I followed the training step by step. I didn't deviate. I watched every single video that's in there. And it really is kind of set out for you. It's so easy to follow. And I've just really enjoyed it. The community is amazing. It's so positive, and I can't imagine life without Project Q1 now. It sounds weird, cheesy, but I'm so happy to be a part of it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future. Kind of this year, I've been to Portugal, Malta, and Dublin already. And I'm sure there's another holiday kind of on the cards before the end of the year. So we'll see where it takes me.
Absolutely, Lily. And as you said, you know, you didn't deviate from the training. You joined up. You saw value in what was to offer for the £79, right? And you saw what was going on in the back office and how everything works. And you were like, I'm doing this, and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to follow this training, and that is the reason you are here today. That's the reason we created the system, right? Step by step, click by click, and you cannot go wrong. Right, the automated system is working for you on your behalf, and you follow that training on the other 10%. So brilliant, and I share that similar mindset with you, where you go traveling, you come back, and all of a sudden everyone else is doing a normal 9 to 5 job, and you've just been having this sense of freedom for the past few months, and you're like, I cannot go back to this. It's not a possibility for me. There has to be something else out there. And when your mind kind of changes, it gets out of that daily routine, daily grind, daily negativity that you're around. You have to do this for 40 years of your life to generate an income, to then, you know, have a house sitting there while you're in work and pay for your cars and do this and that and the other. You know, after you have these experiences, such as traveling or some other people, you can have them like that. Boom, they can come like overnight. And you realize all of a sudden, why am I doing this? And this doesn't make sense. This isn't living. And that's when you kind of look for online businesses or an opportunity where you can have that time, location, and financial freedom. And that's exactly what every single one of you guys on the panel are building for yourselves, and the other 558 members of our community are creating for themselves. And remember, guys, this is just the beginning, what we have here. We had a great call when you jumped on board, Lily, and we really mapped out that business plan for you step by step. And that is one of the reasons you're at where you're at today, right? So huge congratulations to you. And let's bring out Danny. Danny, if you can unmute yourself and turn your video on, that would be great. Let me introduce Danny. He's been with us for a few months at ProjectQ1. He's over in Manchester at the moment. And, you know, Danny will tell you his story, but he's gone through a huge transition, right? And we're also about personal development and ProjectQ1 and personal growth. And Danny will tell you his story now. He's had great success with us so far at ProjectQ1. And as we said, it's just the beginning, right, Danny? So the floor is yours.
Hello, you can hear me, yeah? Excellent. Yeah, basically I was a tree surgeon, and I worked long hours basically. I'd go out the door to work, my son's waking up, and you know, it was a quick kiss and that was it. So the evening I'd come back, it'd be bedtime, and I'd been missing his life really. So I was searching online, come across an ad on Facebook, clicked the link, and it brought me to a webinar which everyone's watching now, and it came through the whole webinar to the end, and it was clicking ProjectQ1. Basically, I had the exact money pretty much in my account, only it was either join ProjectQ1 and take an opportunity, or carry on with my day and just use that last bit of money, which should easily get swallowed up. So, you know, it was a bit of a fearful thing, but you know, things reside on the other side of fear, in my opinion. So yeah, I just signed up with PQ1. I've got a good example of that today, actually. I took my son to my boxing class. He's an aspiring boxer, he's only 6. And we got there today, and basically he got there and he fear struck straight away. He didn't know what to do. He didn't want to join. He was like, no, I don't want to do this. But he knew that all it took was for him to do this, and he'd enjoy it. So after we went through all the teething stages, he joined, and he absolutely loved it. He wants to go back. And, you know, but yeah, with PQ1, coming back to PQ1, it's just changed me completely. It's made me a stronger person, more confident, spend more time with my family, learn a lot more, and just implement all of what PQ1's got to offer into my life, finances and financial freedom. So I could go on and on about my story. Yeah, it's quite a long one really, but I'll leave it at that. And thanks for listening.
Brilliant, Danny. And what you were saying then, you know, you were able to have that freedom and take your son to boxing class, and he was scared, right? He was crying. You probably had to nurture him a bit and be like, come on, it's going to be all right. Imagine what happens on the other side of that. Yeah. And I'd say 95% of kids or anyone in general that can see an opportunity, they hit that barrier in their head. It's called a comfort zone. Every single person has a comfort zone. It's in a different place. And some of you watching this right now are probably at the edge of your comfort zone. We're showing you an offer. Yeah, we're showing you what working online is. We're showing you our supportive community. But then it's like you go to click the orange button, you kind of like hesitate a bit. Yeah, which is normal because, you know, you're watching the video online and you can see an opportunity and you know you want what you can see. Yeah, you've seen the training, you've seen the automated system that we have running on automation 24 hours a day. And the hardest thing to do is actually register, sign up. And trust me, it will be one of the best decisions you ever make. Each one of the guys down on the panel right now will tell you that, and the other 500 plus members of our community. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Otherwise, doing the same thing day in, day out is just repetitive. And at the end of the day, where's it going to get you? Do you want to live the same year for 75 years of your life and call it a life? Or would you rather actually do something and create something for yourself? Imagine what you could do from this point to next year, and then over from that, the next year and the next year, yeah? 3 years from now, start an online business. Imagine what you can create for yourself. Instead of being like, I wasn't happy and content earning like $2,000 a month as a teacher, right? I could have a nice lifestyle, but I could see myself, I'd probably start slipping into going to the same resorts on holiday each and every year. I'm just comfortable. I never do push the boat out at all. I'm just like content and comfortable. That is danger. To me, that's danger. But we've got a bunch more guys on the panel right now, and let's bring out Adam. Adam, if you want to unmute yourself and pop on your camera. Adam's been with us for a fair few months now. I think maybe 4 or 5 months, Adam. And you've got a huge why, right? You're going to be getting married, so you're using this to pay your wedding, and not just any wedding. You're going over to Miami, yeah? Your future wife has got demands that you have to meet. So that's what you saw in Project Q1, and I know now you are a couple of weeks from quitting your job, and you've been working your job for 10 years, and like the ruckus that must make him work when people are like, how on earth have you gone from being comfortable doing this job to actually being able to quit your job and also pay for a wedding, right? So come and tell your story, Adam, and also like touch on your realization of how much money you were making for the corporate ladder as well.
Yeah. So cheers, right? So so about May time this year when I jumped into Project Q1. Was a little bit skeptical at first, but then I just thought, obviously with the wedding on the way next year, and I was getting sick of my 9-to-5 in finance, so I just thought, what's the worst that can happen? Just jump in and pay the $99 and see where it goes. So yeah, that's what I did. I've had great success with Project Q1 since then. I've managed to book the wedding, as Rai said, in Miami, which is I've managed to pay for the deposit, and Project Q1, the money that I'm making from it will fund that. Like Ryan said as well, in my 9-to-5, I was only able to reach a certain limit of income. No matter how hard I worked, it was just that limit that I couldn't break every month. Obviously, in the last couple of months, I've been able to make more than my 9-to-5 job with Project Q1, and that then has obviously took over my income, and I can then I've managed to hand my notice in my 9-to-5, so I've got 2 weeks and 2 days left to go, which I've worked out is 12 alarm clocks, and then I'm free to do as I please, work when I want and where I want. So yeah, that was my motivation, as Ryan said. And that's all sort of taken care of now. It's sort of a cliche and everyone seems to be saying it, but it's the best decision that I've made. I was 10.5 years in my current job. I've got a wedding on the way, and people at the beginning were saying, what are you doing? Don't get involved in that. It could be a scam. It's definitely not a scam, because I wouldn't be leaving my job. It's a secure job. I wouldn't be leaving a job with a big wedding to pay for if it was a scam or anything. So yeah, that's my story. If anyone is like me at the beginning, just sort of sitting on the fence, I'd just say, if you're not happy in your current situation, what the hell have you got to lose, sort of thing. So yeah, that's my story.
Brilliant, Adam. And yeah, guys, what the hell have you got to lose? Right, we do actually offer, I forgot to bring it up, I can bring it up now, a full 14-day money-back guarantee. If for some crazy reason you decide that you don't want to go ahead and you don't have a coaching call with the coach and you take the coach's time, then we happily just refund you the money, right? We have a very, very low refund rate, but we do have that. Let me jump into screen share just to show you guys quickly. if you have any questions, I'm sure some people surely have some kind of questions. Here we go, 14-day money back guarantee, everyone. Yeah, there we go. So if you do have any questions, let us know in the chat now. And guys, money replenishes. Yeah, you get paid every 2 weeks or every month. What do you do with that money? Probably the same thing every month. You spend X amount on this, X amount on that, petrol, this, that, the other. Maybe you save some. How about investing in some? Yeah, what have you invested in lately for your future? Have you invested in a training to kind of work your mind differently, a training to actually start an online business and scale something, and something that you want to create for yourself over the next few years? Because most people never do that. They just scrape by and get by and have that horse blinker mindset that they have to work for 40 years of their life, you know, and then pensions won't even be around probably by the time I'm 65. Everyone will be scrapping around. And yeah, guys, money replenishes. You get paid each and every month. Why not do something a little bit different? Because if you don't do anything different, you're always going to get the same results. I get people messaging me constantly, yeah, saying, "Oh, Ryan, can I do this, but at a later date, or can you pay for me?" Yeah, if you're so confident in your system. And what that is doing is giving someone, no, what's the saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? Or I'm giving someone a fish. That's the one. I'm giving someone a fish, right? Instead of teaching them how to fish. So that's the reason we do have that £79 charge, right? That it's the value you've seen, guys, and we're showing you a sneak peek of our members area as well. And we have one more person to bring out on the panel down there, which is Mr. Richard Barker. Me and Rich go probably around 11 months back now, maybe even a year. And Rich, let me tell you about Rich. He had zero online experience, yeah, getting started. And he just saw an ad and thought, you know, why not? He didn't really get the online business, but he wanted to make a change. He wanted to make a change. He had a family to support, and he was sick of working those long hours, yeah, as a lot of people are. And guess what? There is a solution. There is groups of people. You know, I was always wondering where these groups of people were online that were making money and helping each other. Yeah, but this is one of those groups, guys. Some people are out there to help you, not out there to take from you. Yeah, you've seen how transparent we are. And Rich is a no BS kind of guy. He'll come on now and just tell you exactly how it is. And the difference, Rich followed our training step by step and click by click, right? And now he's become one of the biggest leaders with us at Project Q1. So over to you, Rich.
Yeah, cool. Nice one, mate. Just want to pick up on something about like what you're going into about change and stuff like that. I can always remember one of my old employees saying to me something about change. We're all sat there in this room one day, and I can always remember him saying, right, the company's going to change. We're all expecting it, but no one is ready for it. He said, is anyone here wearing a wristwatch? So a few of us put our hand up. And he said, right, change your wristwatch on your other hand. And we're all going, yeah, that feels a bit weird. And he said, yeah. He said, that's the whole point. He said, you might not like it. He said, but you'll get used to it. And that's change, yeah? And that's what I wanted to sort of focus on of how, you know, I sort of came into this community is like from no online experience whatsoever. I didn't know what I wanted to do online. I had a back injury in 2009. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I certainly wasn't looking for an online business. It just didn't make sense to me, an online business. But what happened is my missus ran an online business. It was quite successful. Anyway, to cut a long story short, people under her didn't have the same drive. Her business collapsed. And she gave me a link to a webinar, which I watched. And then it's sort of, I don't know, I'd never believed in the law of attraction neither. Nothing like that. It was sort of like a bit sort of sissy. That's how it sort of came across to me. A bit sissy, so I never got involved. But that night is the night that I saw a link on Facebook to PQ1. And from that day, I can honestly say, I know, like, it's a total cliche, everyone says it. That is the day that it changed my life, because I had a back injury in 2009. I couldn't physically carry on with what I was doing sustainable. It wasn't sustainable to me. Coming in from work 60, 70 hours a week, 60, 70 hours a day, 60 and 70 hours a week, and then literally going out as well, doing quotations, estimates. I just couldn't physically do it no more. So when I saw this ad, I was skeptical. And the first thing I did, to be fair, and everyone knows it in the community, is I shut my laptop. I thought, what a scam. And that's my first sort of the thing I thought of. And I can understand why people think, you know, they have all this skepticism, because it's human nature to think like that. The mind's wired negativity, what the hell do you call it? The word, I can't think what the hell the word is. What's the word? I know you're right.
Negativity.
The word, the mind's wired that way.
You're that detached from negativity now, Rich, that you don't even remember the word.
Yeah, that's it. It's no longer in my vocabulary. Yeah, so and that's, you know, that's a huge thing. So when you sort of around negativity as well, you send up vibes of negativity as well. So to get in a community like Project Q1, where everybody's in the same group, everybody's on the same mind shift as well. We all focused on success. Nobody in the community wants anyone to fail. So it's all success and success stories, positivity. We do all these masterminds on a weekly basis, all to make people succeed. And like Rai keeps saying, and it is true, it's all about following the program, following the training step by step. And if I can do it, I'm 44-year-old, like Rai said, and it's a common laugh that I still struggle with tech stuff. But you know, I made sure that I was going to be determined and make it work. And if I can do it at 44-year-old, anybody can do it. And like the day I did my goal, I have to quit my job. I still wasn't in a position to financially do that. But if I hadn't have done it at that point and relied on my job as a buffer constantly, I could have probably never done it. So at the time I was thinking, right, you know, there's a few sales ahead, and I did it. I quit my job. I put me back against the wall. I still had a big mortgage and family to provide for, but I knew if I didn't do it at that point, I'd never do it. 3 months later, you know, I'm really, really successful in the community now, and that's all because of the online training, step by step, and never ever giving up on that, on your goals as well. You've got to have goals.
Absolutely, Rich. And you know, you put in the hard work, right? And you are on your cruise. When was it? A couple of months ago. And why don't you tell us how much like you put in the work, and tell us after you put in that work, you know, you went on your cruise and the income you made, because it's mind-boggling for most people, right? What you're able to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, it was even for me. I didn't actually get Wi-Fi on the ship because the Wi-Fi on the ship was appalling. So I actually found Wi-Fi for one day when we got off. And all I've done is I logged on to me members area and went on to me PQ1 website, and realized by talking to members how much I'd earned. I'd earned over £7,000 within about the first 5 days. Managed to get Wi-Fi again in the second week, and I earned over 3,000 in the second week. So while I was away for 2 weeks, you know, sunbathing, I'd earned over £10,000 online. And like we keep saying, it's not to brag or to boast, it's just to prove by following a simple system, which is 90% automated, what you can achieve and what you can accomplish by sticking at it, you know, putting the work in.
Absolutely, mate. That's it. Sticking at it, staying persistent, and following the training, showing up. That's why we have those masterminds, right? And each and every one of you guys watching this right now are in a position where you can generate what you've seen this evening even faster, right? The snowball effect is there. And you guys that are going to be joining this evening, you're going to be signing up, running through your new member training, booking your coaching calls. Yeah, you're going to be jumping on a call with your coach over the next few days, depending on when you and they are available on the calendars. And guess what? By the end of the week, you can have your own online business set up and running. Yeah, this is years of research packed in to a training, yeah, and a community. We have set this up because it's what works. Most people that watch and have heard of online businesses, they were saying, yeah, it's for someone else. I thought exactly the same thing. I thought having an online business was for someone else. It was never meant for me. So I was always waiting for the right opportunity to jump on board with something. And guess what? Each and every person in the community would tell you there's never a right time to press that orange button. Your mind is always going to come and say, oh, no, actually, you can't because, and it'll come up with an excuse, right? Because this or because it's Monday tomorrow, so you can't do anything on the Sunday night. If you do anything, it has to be on a Friday or a Saturday, right? It's limited beliefs that people currently have that they should ditch, and that's something we also promote within Project Q1. We're a huge not organization, a huge community of people striving for personal development and personal growth. It's not just you come in and you start your online business. You come in, you're a member of a community, you get welcomed into the group. You're going to be on the mastermind calls with us. You're going to be working with people closely on setting your business up and running. And these people are striving to get you successful just as you are. Yeah, that's what we do at Project Q1. So guys, if you have any other questions, the chat seemed a little bit quiet this evening for whatever reason. People in the UK are usually, a little bit more quiet. We do have a US webinar as well, where we usually have a few more comments. But if you do have any more questions, guys, write them in the comment box below. And we still have a few more viewers, so I'll jump into the last couple of screen shares right now. Let us know if you haven't purchased yet and you are on the fence. Ask us the questions, and we will be able to give you the answers. Yeah, to see if Project Q1 is for you. So be straight up, as clear as you want, as transparent as you want in that chat, and we will answer those questions for you. So I'll jump straight into a screen share right now. And guys, if you don't know who Napoleon Hill is, he wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich, which we actually give you for free, right, with the bonuses. And he says procrastination is the #1 killer of all success. He wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. Okay, he spent his whole life devoted to studying millionaires and billionaires and the common traits they had. Okay, and this is his summary of the book of successful people. Okay, so you can't get a better summary than this. Successful people make decisions quickly, as soon as all the facts are available, and change them very, very slowly, if ever. Whereas unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly, right? We all know those people who can never make a decision and then they make it, but then they scurry and change the decision again. Those people are not successful people. Successful people are people like Rich, right? Just one example of someone in our community who saw an opportunity and he made that decision quickly. And since then, he's never changed that decision. And last month, he made £20,000. And that is the result of sticking around and being clear on your decisions, being decisive. So right now, guys, you know if this opportunity is for you. And if it is for you, what are you waiting for? It's there for the taking for you. You're guaranteed a coaching call with us this evening. I'd like to congratulate a bunch of our new members. In fact, let me have a read. So Ramute, Emily, Kieran, Priya, Kate, congratulations to all you guys who have joined so far this evening. They're just the people I can see. Right, so let's, am I in present mode? So do it now, guys, because sometimes later becomes never, right? We're all guilty of saying, I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, you wake up, you remember, oh yeah, that webinar was good, it was a really good opportunity, but you kind of slip back in your normal routine, and that's that. Yeah, then maybe you'll see an opportunity in another 6 months' time, and then the same thing's going to happen. Yeah. If you want different output in your life, you have to have new input. New input is through training, through communities of people who are inspiring and who are going to teach you something. Yeah. New input, guys. So the first time people are going to get that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. And if you are after this, then just message your coach. You know what you're going to get. But before you go, we do have some free gifts for you. You're going to get a free, fully customizable website that Nate created for you guys. We're going to email them to you shortly. You're going to get a throw-in Facebook ads wall chart, which is a cheat chart really on how to advertise on Facebook, and a free guide to the best-selling copy of Business Mindset book, Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, we're going to throw all them in for you for free. But obviously, the information alone that we've given you this evening, you know, it's valuable. But the reason we created Project Q1 is for you to start a business in the best possible way. Yeah, a shortcut. So scroll down to the bottom of the page. There is either a gold star or a blue button you can click to access those bonuses. So guys, let me jump out right now. And there's still a few people on. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, let us know now. Doesn't seem like we have, guys. We've got nothing, but if you scroll down right now, you can see you can add your coach on Facebook. And yeah, that's what we have to offer tonight. I hope you found value in what we've shown you. You know, we've shown you there's 3 key skills you need to start that online business, the bonuses, and of course, our Project Q1 automated system, which bundles it all up together. That is going to get you to where you want to be a hell of a lot faster than it would to do it alone. Yeah. So on that note, guys, we're going to love you and leave you. Appreciate every single person for turning up this evening. And I look forward to seeing you within our community on the inside. Okay, guys, goodbye.